Okay, so this is my third video for today, and this is my analyst. I'm analyzing now as you see why there aren't any mirrors in the insanity ward. Once again, I'm going to show this. You people see, you don't know, you don't understand, you don't know who developed and what is this material for. The year is a lie, okay? Where they said who developed this thing right here. It's a lie. That's just when everybody in every country came together and said, all right, it's allowed to be here. We can't get rid of it. This specific item, which is used for beauty nowadays, is here and nobody knows how it got here. Everybody just lied. And I'm dead serious. When you read the story about a history of a mirror, it is an absolute lie. So, how do I know it? I graduated college. It's called degree. The mirror is a form of angling or degree. So you can walk across a college stage with a big ass mirror in your hand and get the most funniest reaction from thousands of people, and there's a good chance there's thousands of people that won't get it. They won't understand. Right? So I was one of the fortunate that thought that shit was hilarious. Instead of walking across, May 10th, 2008, instead of walking the stage and obtaining a degree, let's just have a freaking mirror. So what I want you to see is that this is shot in a different light. That's one effect of the earth humans cannot get over. Just accept it. The sun goes up and it comes down, and the moon does lovely things. You have to accept it. You have to accept that the brain works in different ways at the same exact time, and you only use 10% of it. So the single aspects of everything is the left side. I'm going to keep telling you. Numbers, colors, drawing, creation that way. That's left brain activity. The back, adrenaline, reptilian, working out, fight or flight. And the right is being a couch potato, reading. Okay? Now you have a conscious eye in the front of the forehead that connects to both of the eyes, where you intake information. If it's strong, your storage card in your brain, your memory is magnificent. If it's not, you're close to retardation and autistic. And that means you're closer to the animal. I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you the facts. You're closer to the animal genetics that we all have. Because under the sea, in the ocean, on the floor of the ocean, 9% of all of that collect is equivalent to the DNA in humans. Yes, 9% of our DNA, of our genetics, comes from under the sea. It matches 9%, and 9 is the highest number. We only use 10% of the brain. So these are these people putting numbers together, and they're finding functioning in life underground and in laboratories. They're just mixing animals. A regular house cat or a Yorkie dog is not in the fucking jungle. So you got to put it together that these animals are being stem celled and genetically engineered to become domesticated, smart, and household pets. Voila. All right. So you pick up on the animal brain, and the animal could listen to you and obey you. You could kind of tame, train a little bit. So you caught it. In the colonial times, 600s, right, where the law was wicked, the law became strong and strengthened because it was a time where women, they bugged out. They had a blackout. Literally, it was like a purge, but the women turned against every man, and it was like crazy. I'm dead serious. It was in the 1600s, and they had to get another government. This happened in America. Sorry, this happened in America. This is why they say this land over here is haunted, and this is why it's a scary amusement park. And they had to. This is where allies come from other governments. They need other men that don't put up with this shit over here, right? To censor the bullshit that goes on over here. Because some of these men are too weak to overstep their moms and the women over here. So the government officials literally seen a behavior in women and asked other countries to bring soldiers to come help with the women. They didn't want to terrorize the kids, and the men didn't know what to do. And this was the behavior they had to remove from America, and they won't put in the history books. You should ask yourself before you make me look like a fool and try to say I'm bugged out. Ask yourself, why is there a recording with 5 people here and they're all just staring in the mirror with a recorder behind them in the dark? Before you try to pull my crazy card, just know that I am in federal state. Like, I'm in a federal state. I'm in federal custody basically because I'm educated. If I'm smarter than you and I don't want to talk to you and you start pulling, I got the freedom to talk to you shit, I got the right to kick your ass. That's just it. That's what I found out in college. So now, right or wrong, this is what happened in the 1600s in the colonial times. This is criminal justice at its finest. Since I didn't go to school and I was in New York cutting Kai Cenat, cutting Deshae Frost, and cutting DDG, right? And everybody else. Why is it 5 people looking in the mirror? They sitting up here looking in the mirror. Why? And they're white. And he's Spanish with a bald head right here. So would the police question this? Regular police? Would regular state, city, and town police question his behavior or just use their parent buzzer? Okay. Next question. How about the FBI? Would the FBI tolerate this kitty shit? How about you asking me? Okay, we're gonna play it. All right. So now, as you can see, the camera is on this white woman, and her eyes are already lighting a different color. It's pearl, marble, whatever. These people are channeling energy from left to center. Left to center. So if you want to play with breathing, the left side is the downside of breathing. For you people that don't know, if you look at your education and then try it out on yourself, it actually works. You don't need friends. So to sit up here and to keep looking at the sister brother side of your body, do you want me to name it? It's called Vishnu in poverty. That sister brother side on the left. Goddess and God are the 6 jinns. That's in Hindu, the first religion. Since everybody's Christianity, and that wasn't the first religion. Let's really talk about it. The metal that you look into is performing a duty that water can. The most indigenous thing on this earth, as we know. Because we can't live without it. So look, I want you to see as I explain this. So dead center, right, your belly, is Vishnu's wife. So Vishnu has a wife on you. Vishnu is your left arm, your left shoulder, your left deltoid. Right? Pay attention. Which is connected to the belly, the body, and the back. And his wife is Lakshmi Shri. She's the goddess of wealth. He is the protector, guardian, and shapeshifter. So now the left leg is poverty, Uma, his sister, the fertility goddess. And her husband is the right leg, Shiva, the Iblis sustainer destroyer. So that just leaves your head and your right side. So you guessed it. Your head is Brahm, the creator. And your right side, your arm, deltoid, is his wife, Saraswati, the goddess of speech, education, and music. So now we have these white people who found the indigenousness from the lands of Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt. They found it. It's the practice of the body. And now what they do is they use it the wrong way. Because now you're facing a metal that divides the universe. How? Because it's metal, you're flesh, and there's something called air and gas. What penetrates what and hurts? The metal penetrates skin and flesh and hurts. When it penetrates gas, it can get foggy. When it penetrates water, it can get ruined. If it penetrates fire or acid, it definitely can get ruined because it's metal. It's something that's organically made from the earth. So you're still not getting it. I just admitted that the metal is made from the earth. So therefore it has an effect. How does it have an effect? I just told you. Every side effect from every natural organic element of the earth can either make it or break it. Even humans, right? So there's something called recoil. If I hit you, I hurt myself. That's called recoil. So after this lesson I just told you, you see that they're stationed a specific way in marriage. They go left, brother, sister, to straight, which is who? Her, a female, Lakshmi, Shri. The wife of this brother-sister relationship, which is Vishnu. So I got you because you're not using the right side. You're not using the brother-sister relationship's husband, which is Shiva. And you're not using Brahm's wife, who is the creator of education, speech, and music. So what exactly what you doing? Since I just broke you down that way, spiritual. You know, church and state is divided. I have a point with indigenousness because of color. And look what she sees. An effect of the earth. Look. Oh, this, and it bugged her out. Did you pay attention to her stomach? Okay, so her lips bugged out a little bit. Her mouth got bigger. She's seen another reflection at the same time because that's what a mirror is. But if you targeted her stomach, the Lakshmi Shri, the goddess, you seen that a light effect came first and then it went to her mouth. It looked bugged out and crazy. It's just what Earth is. You see lightning and hear thunder out of nowhere. Accept it. You're caught. I'll play it back again. It's something I can see because why? I graduated college. And what am I? I am federal property. I do not belong to the state. If you lock me up, right, for some shit I already know, you're dead, literally. That's what the FBI is for. You can kill a state judge. You could kill a state prosecutor. That's what the FBI is for. It's for the fraudulent shit that you think you know as you subconscious and degree yourself, white people. Mirror, mirror on the walls of females game. But you white people, you yell into the mirror and you can shatter the mirror. So as you curse yourself when you're on this planet, Instead of using the terrain for good, you use it for evil. You want to keep this new world order, this structure. But you can't handle it when this shit backfired. You know why? Because this is not your land. It's not your earth. When that black, you seen the black come from her stomach to her face and change. It shapeshifted her mouth. I just showed you. When it's black, we handle it because we black. When a white person see it, or when white people see it, it's a wrap. They panic. I'll show it again.
House, there are CCTV cameras installed, and one of them captures a very bizarre and chilling event as Amy simply looks at herself in the upstairs bedroom mirror.
Oh yeah, back in the day also, after the 1600s, when the other countries came over here and they had to sanction the women over here and give them rights, because that's what it was about. The women blacked out because they wasn't allowed to do anything. So they got real magical on the dudes. And then this type of shit started happening. So to break it down a little bit more, the black effect happens during a blackout or an explosion. You people fail to put the puzzle together the right way. You have to put the border, the outside, find all the outside pieces and throw them aside. That's when you start the puzzle. So if I see one freaky thing in the sky, I just seen a lightning bolt just strike. And that shit's not supposed to scare me as I go into the house. But you seen the same effect in the mirror, and that shit scared you. But what is the chances of that shit killing you than being outside in the actual habitat? Oh, so I got you again. You're playing with something that you know nothing about. So there's different type of cops. There's different type of policing. In the back of a dollar bill, it says GOD, Government of Departments. We're still indigenous to this world. It's the government of departments. Why is that? The communication with the animals that we can't tame. There's a difference between training something and taming something. When you train, you have to reward. When you tame, you obtain full dominance. And certain animals will not and cannot be tamed. So now if your brain is untamable, but it's trainable, you're a deadly weapon. Look what she saw. Look at it. Look at his stomach. Right? Look at his stomach right now. So this is sister brother to the left side where your heart is. Vishnu is a shapeshifter protector. He's guardian shit. You can associate him with prophecy. And this sister is the left leg. She's a fertility goddess. So as they go left, and his wife is the stomach, who's also often left out with a 5-point star. I just told you all humans have 6 points. Arm, leg, arm, head. With what? Your second soul. Your belly down to your sex organ. So we got you again, community. For some reason, you can't put the established marriage on a 5-point star, but it works with a 6-point star. The sheriffs, the police officers wear these things for indigenousness. So therefore, you made the 5-point star a lie. It's like sitting down being crippled. So you're trying to leave somebody out. Is it racism? Color of the skin? We have one Hispanic man and a whole bunch of other white people. Right now, watch this. Look what she's seeing. Look where it came from. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Which cross-eyed grandmother is you talking to, y'all? I'm just saying. So now you see this, and little boys see this. We don't bug out like that. We knew it. Look. From afar away. It looks like the person has glasses. Look. Person has the same hairstyle. You see? You have a lit candle in front of a mirror by the bathroom. Pick some energy. See? You seen the extra echo shadow? You seen the shadow? You see how exactly a digital glitch. Because that's what we are. This is digital.